So let's continue looking at the quadratic formula. It is written here. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. No. All right. What is a on this one? 1. What's b? What's c? Okay. So x equals negative b, so negative 4, plus or minus square root b squared, 4 squared, minus 4 times a times c. So you're just plugging it in as you're saying your formula. Over 2a, so 2 times 1. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus square root. This one's going to be a smaller square root because we're actually going to find out what this is by using the calculator. Negative 4. So I do want to go ahead and show it though. So here we go. Four squared minus 4 times 1 times 5. So negative 4. Over 2 times 1, it's just 2. Okay, so we have this negative square root. Do y'all remember what we do with a negative square root? The I. So if I take square root of a negative 4, it's going to be I square root of 4. And I stays out front, just like it always does on y'all's quiz. It was like the I was on the inside. You can never do that. I is always outside the radical. So this comes out to be 2i. So now we replace that square root of negative 4 with 2i over 2. And then we look to see if we can simplify. Well, 2 is a denominator. Look at our two coefficients, the 4 and the 2. Can they both be divided by 2? Yeah, so we will. We'll divide both of them by 2. I like to show you this, though. I'm going to rewrite them with 2 as a denominator as 2 separate fractions. Just so you see, it's negative 4 divided by 2, which is negative 4. I mean, negative 2. I said negative 4, but I wrote negative 2. And then plus or minus 2i divided by 2. What's that going to be? 2 divided by 2 is 1. So 1i, or I could just write I. And this reminds me a lot of last week when we did those complex numbers. So we're going to leave it just like that because I cannot combine a 2 and an I. One's real, one's imaginary. So that is my solution. I leave it. All right, let's go ahead and look at number 2. Let's label A, B, and C. And then look back at your formula so we can plug everything into the formula. So x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. All over, that means that this is all as a fraction on top, and then 2 times a. So we get x equals -1 plus or minus. I need to find out what that is. Let's see. 1 squared minus 4 times 3 times 3. -35? Did y'all get that? Okay, good. Over, what is the denominator now? 6, good. Okay, we need to do something with that square root of -35. So I'm going to write it over here. Just simplify it how? Yeah, imaginary number and square root of 35. And then you look and see if square root of 35 has any perfect square factors. So remember how we do that? Go to y equals. Let's do 35 divided by x. Look at our factors. Start with 1. And when it starts repeating, you know you've looked at all the factors. So we have 1 and 35, 5 and 7, 7 and 5. We don't look at any decimals. Are any of those perfect squares?
No.
No. So we can't do anything more with that. So we rewrite it. -1 plus or minus I square root of 35 over 6. And then we would just look and see, denominator is 6. Can that divide -1 and I? No. So that's when you know, you just box it up and you're done.